I want to thank everyone who made this year's Indo-Pacific Business Forum possible, starting with their co-host, Vietnam. I launched this forum back in 2018 because the United States of America knows from experience which principles will drive growth and prosperity for our Indo-Pacific friends, and indeed for all nations.
Active engagement and innovation will contribute significantly to ensuring the Asia-Pacific a dynamic hub for development and an engine for global economic growth.
We are proud of our role as an energy supplier to the people of your nations. It allows the nations of the Indo-Pacific to achieve energy security by expanding energy choice,
Indo-Pacific nations account for 2/3 of global growth in gross domestic product, and our country has a strong history of collaboration with the region.
The Department of State and many other U.S. agencies represented here today are supporting market-based economic principles, fostering sustainable and inclusive growth, pursuing free, fair, and reciprocal economic collaboration, and helping nations increase transparency and adherence to the rule of law.
We always have thought of women as drivers of economic prosperity and as critical players in creating really truly sustainable and durable economic prosperity. And now we are really talking to economies, talking to partners about how you position women as drivers of the recovery.
Global challenges demand international solutions and partnerships, and this pandemic is making that very clear.
That growth is really concentrated in the markets of the Indo-Pacific, and that's important not only for their own economic growth, but of course important for the businesses that are seeking to engage that.
The global pandemic is creating strong economic headwinds, which is all the more reason to assure both our overseas partners and U.S. industry that the United States is committed to the Indo-Pacific region's long-term economic growth by delivering quality infrastructure solutions that are built to last.
R&D is essential, and continued support for R&D in the Indo-Pacific region is essential, so that we as a global community have the tools we need to address the challenges of today and tomorrow.
The United States FDI to date in the Indo-Pacific countries is over $930 billion US dollars. It's safe to say from now well into the future, there is no more important region of the world than the Indo-Pacific for the United States.
America is standing with our Indo-Pacific partners like never before, in a spirit of mutual prosperity, freedom, and friendship.
Greetings to our friends and partners in Lithuania. I'm United States Deputy Secretary of State Stephen Biegun. It's my pleasure to speak with you today as we honor the courage and sacrifice of Lithuania's martyrs for freedom. 30 years ago, brave patriots from all over Lithuania gathered at the TV tower, the Seimas, and the Radio and Television Committee building in Vilnius to stand against Soviet tyranny. They were defenders, armed only with the will and determination to resist oppression. Many were wounded, and 14 lost their lives. Those 14 who lost their lives were denied the opportunity to see the free, independent Lithuania they struggled and sacrificed to achieve through years of peaceful resistance to the Soviet Union. The heroism of the 14, and that of thousands of Lithuanians who stood with them on that January night, mobilized a nation and inspired countless others throughout the region and beyond. In the decades since, Lithuania has continued to demonstrate its fearless commitment to freedom, standing alongside the United States to support the democratic aspirations of its neighbors and others around the world. As we embark on a year filled with meaningful commemorations of the events of 1991, the United States stands with Lithuania in defense of the historical truth about the Soviet Union's illegal annexation, occupation, and repression of the Baltic states. We reject all attempts to rewrite that history. It was a privilege for me to lay a wreath at the graves and to pay my respects to the heroes of January 13th during my most recent visit to Lithuania last August. As we light our candles today, we vow to sustain their memories for future generations.